Good morning, YouTube. MSG Retired here, 2 September 2021, bringing you a Jeremy Dewitte update. Game over, Osceola County. All of his cases are now closed as of 30 August 2021. I apologize for not being on top of this. I'm just so frustrated in regards to the stolen valor side of it. The lack of interest from the authorities to go out and actually try and get the evidence needed to meet the elements of that crime. I know it's out there. I'm sure it's out there, but just trying to get anybody interested in going forward with it, it just didn't happen. And we tried both I tried both the federal side and local with the state statute, and it just doesn't look like that's ever going to happen. Yep. He's a scumbag when it comes to all of his bullshit military claims, but at least he's going to be in jail for a while. He'll be able to come up with some new stories to tell, I'm sure, once he's released from prison, not jail. He's in prison now. He's going to prison. So on the 30th, a plea deal was agreed upon, which I expected. Jeremy pled nolo contendere again. No admission of guilt. However, he was adjudicated guilty. So he's just racking on felony convictions onto his criminal record. Feel bad for his daughter. Just because her dad's a dirtbag. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek-see. Here's the plea agreement. So, again, nolo contendere, false personation of an officer, felony in the third degree, 843.08, maximum sentence 5 years. No minimum listed. And we'll scroll down a little bit. So he was adjudicated guilty 18 months in the Department of Corrections. This sentence to run concurrent with any other Department of Corrections incarcerative sentence. And they actually list that sentence, that previous sentence he received in another document by report number or case number. So it would have been 5 years, $5,000. They gave him 18 months. This is hilarious. The judge has to read through all of this. Jeremy has to initial it. Look at this. Education. Highest grade education I have completed. 4-year degree. This guy could not tell the truth ever. Every opportunity he has to lie about something, he does. Everybody knows, and it's already been debunked, he does not have a 4-year degree. He was not an ROTC. That was one of his ROTC claims for getting his Ranger and Special Forces tab. Nah, never happened. I checked with the actual ROTC recruiting people. He was already a convicted felon. There's no way he would have gotten into ROTC, period. Game over. But yet he still has to lie. And he still lies even on official documents like that. This is a sentencing document, and he's lying on it. And then it goes down, blah, 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 blah. On the 30th day of August 2021. So the plea agreement was for 18 months concurrent. As far as the prosecution goes, that's a win for them. Let's face it. I mean, even though Jeremy has some notoriety in regards to YouTube and all of his craziness, he's a very small fish in a very big sea of the criminal justice system. Non-violent felonies, Now, it is what it is, and this is what he got, 18 months concurrent. Let's look at the sentencing worksheet. This gets applied to what his minimum could possibly be, or what the minimum sentence would be. And they go through this quite a bit, and they come up with points for prior records. There's a supplemental page because he's had so many priors in his criminal records, and they assign numbers to it. How they assign numbers to it, I don't know. How they came up with this whole scoring system is beyond me, but we'll go down here. He ended up with a total sentence points of 46.6 minus 28 equals 18.6 times 0.75 gives him 13.95 months, or just under 14 months. However, he was adjudicated with 18 months. So that's kind of a win. They went above what the lowest permissible prison sentence in months would have been. They tagged him with the 18 months. And then, of course, here's a whole bunch of his other priors that were taken into account. And they had filed paperwork as a... oh, I forget what it was. Habitual criminal kind of thing. Habitual felon. So they did file that paperwork. And let's take a look at the sentencing document. Sentence as to count 1. Now, he only had the one count in Osceola County. For a term of 18 months. The part that chaps my ass is he was given no probation or community service upon release. Right here, it would have been added in here. If it was a split sentence, it would have been like 18 months with 3 years of probation, whatever. They gave him none of that. So after 18 months, and he's already got time for, I don't know, 1 or 2 months, they give him credit for up to 90 days. So let's say 15 months, he's out of prison on this case. He can go right back to his same old ways and not have to, just as long as he does his sex offender registry stuff, he can be out there being a douche again. Which we all know he will be. It's inevitable. So we might have to wait a while to get any more content on this. Special provisions, like I said, he's allowed a total of 90 days credit for such time. Excuse me. And here's the specific sentence, 20 CF 3570, that it's running concurrent with. And signed by everyone's favorite judge and Amir's partner from past, Keith Karsten. So that's it for Osceola County. We won't have to, be jumping back and forth between two courts. Coming up next, Orange County. October 5th, he's got a pretrial. October 18th, he's got a trial for all of his pending charges. I counted like 10 of them that were still open. He's got multiple personation charges, as well as an aggravated assault, where he made furtive motions to where he was going to draw his pepper ball gun. However, the other person on the other side doesn't know it's a pepper ball gun. We'll see what happens with that. But he's got a lot of stuff right there in Orange County. Now, Orange County, Judge Roach, she seems, I don't know. I've watched Real World Police just release something on one of the hearings, and she seems kind of like a tough cookie. especially especially with the attorneys. And she seems to kind of bash on the prosecution a little bit, where they misspoke about something. So go over to Real World Police. They usually have some pretty good content. So I'm late to the party on this. Sorry, just got busy, things going on. And, you know, I tried my best as far as stolen valor goes. I reached out to a lot of different people trying to get something going with this, and just couldn't make it happen. There was just a serious lack of interest in anybody trying to get the evidence required to meet the elements of the crime, where it was either money, property, tangible benefits that were received, while claiming all the crap he had on his phony Special Forces uniform. I know that really ticks a lot of people off, but it is what it is there. I tried my best, and we just couldn't get that to go forward. Hey, if you like the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up. Also, just be aware, I'm working on another stolen valor case. Records request is out. I'm waiting to hear back from some of my contacts on some additional information. This is dealing with our 75th Airborne Ranger Special Forces Lieutenant. Some of you know who that guy is, but that video will be coming out soon. He was posting in my comments that I had backed off because he has classified records. That's what he was implying. And we all know from many sources, no such thing as basic military records that are classified. Only operations or missions that you may have participated in that would be classified. But your military records, not classified, available under the Freedom of Information Act. They're available. You can get them, and then we'll know the truth, if they even served. Which, stringing that whole 75th Airborne Ranger Special Forces Lieutenant, that whole big long thing that he said is crap. No military guy would ever say anything, would even string a statement like that together. So stay tuned for that video. It'll be coming out soon. And with that, I'll just say have yourself a great day.